We can also do what are called filters for images. And when we want to use this, it's another section, or it's another module from the Pillow library called image filter. Notice the camel case. And we're using the abilities and the methods and properties within image filter. So we can blur them. There's a few different types of blurs. There's blur, there's box blur, Gaussian blur. The difference between those is just the mathematical formula that's used to blur the image. So let's take a look at each one. So if I blur that image, you can see it's a little bit blurry. Box blur takes a argument that indicates the amount to which you want to blur it. So there's a 5, and if I blur it to 20, okay, you can see it's more blurry. And then Gaussian blur is actually a more advanced formula. It probably results in the best looking blur. Blurring a Gaussian at 20 versus 5. Gaussian blur is a if you've used Photoshop, it's been around a while, but it's a newer formula that is used for producing a nice smooth blur. Okay, so those are some of the filters that are available. There are many others, but I'm going to let you explore those if you're interested. I'm not going to demo these, but we have sharpen, we have smooth, which is kind of like blur, but not as severe. Sharpen actually makes the lines more crisp. You can convert an image to gray if you want. So you can get rid of all the color channels, and just every pixel is just a single value between 0 and 256 that indicates the level of grayness. You can find edges. You can create an embossed look. Let's actually, let's try that actually. So let's do the emboss filter. Okay, so it takes the raw image data and the lightness or darkness of each pixel, and it uses that to create this look like it's embossed on a piece of paper, which is kind of interesting. So there's all kinds of different filters you can play around with. And so you can do that. And there's also, I want to show you one more thing. There's an image enhance. And enhance, I want you to notice, takes 2. Okay, so we are creating an enhancement object or an instance of the image enhance object in image enhance.color, and you feed it the image. And then you use that to actually enhance the image by giving it a value. So that code is in there too, but you can change the color of an image. You can change the brightness, the contrast, but I can shift the color, the whole color spectrum of the image. So you can see how easy it would be already just using some of these things to have some like Instagram kind of effects on an image. But what we're going to do next time is we're going to actually get into how do you take apart the image into different channels and play around with those channels to have some really cool effects.